new babe.
What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Now listen, one of my favorites growing up, bro. I feel like they about to pull back the curtains on us, which they probably are. You know what I'm saying? The title of this video is The Truth About MTV's Pimp My Ride. Oh, you talking about a show that when it debuted, man, everybody was trying to catch a glimpse, see people take these hunk of junks, these hoopties, these terrible, bad, lemon cars. Like, these cars were insanely like the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? Anything you can imagine or dream up in your mind, these cars had wrong with them, right? Like, sometimes I was like wondering, like, they had to tow a lot of these cars to that shop. You know what I'm saying? And here comes Exhibit, artist extraordinaire, West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Well-known rapper, loved by a lot of people, man. Here comes Exhibit knocking on your door to tell you he's about to pimp your ride, bro. Like, I was wanting to go to the junkyard, trying to convince my parents to take me to the junkyard just to get one of these whips to see if Exhibit would show up at my crib. I know it sounds crazy. Show up at my crib and pimp it out, man. You know what I mean? So we're going to check this out, man, and see what really took place behind the scenes. How much of this was really real? How much of this was staged, faked, or any of that? You know what I'm saying? A lot of questions are about to get answered. So if you are new to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button down below and lock in. Let's go.
From 2004 to 2007, MTV's Pimp My Ride showcased jalopy after jalopy transformed into the crazy rides of each contestant's dreams.
2004 to 2007, so it had a 3-year run. You know what I mean? Good 3-year run, I might add, because I looked at it as it was like a resurgence. We wasn't really hearing too much at the time from Exhibit, or was we? He might have been on fire at the time, but you know what I'm saying? This propelled him into, you know what I mean, something else in the homes of other audiences.
Hosted by rapper Exhibit, the show would take broken down, beat up vehicles and give them a complete makeover. Wild paint jobs and flashy rims were simply the start, as each ride would also feature crazy gimmicks inspired by the contestants' personalities. But the truth is, the show contained a lot of behind-the-scenes realities that make you wonder why anyone bothered to trust the show with their cars at all. Here's the surprising truth behind MTV's Pimp My Ride. In 2013, a man named Justin Derringer hosted a Reddit AMA devoted to his 2005 appearance on Pimp My Ride. There, he revealed that it actually took over 5 months for the show's mechanics to pimp his car.
Whoa, we gotta read this. And I think I did another Pimp My Ride. So I'm trying to see, I can't remember, but I'm trying to see if this one compares to that other video I think we checked out a long time ago. But let's check this out though. As requested, I was on Pimp My Ride AMA. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Hi, here we go. Hi, my name is Justin. I'm 25. And here is my episode of Pimp My Ride. All right. How long did it actually take them? It took them 5 months to complete the car. Did you like what they did? At first, no, but I eventually got used to it. That's crazy. I never saw anybody really not be amazed. Now, they probably only aired the ones that were just like extremely overjoyed, but you would think out of all those, somebody would be on there disappointed, right? So let's keep going. Did you like what they did? At first, no, but eventually I got used to it. I also redid the whole car, added about 20,000 worth of things to it. You can see it here. Did the stuff actually work? They actually take out a lot of the stuff that they showed on TV. That's foul. That's foul. They take out a lot of the stuff, such as the pop-up champagne and the drive-in theater. False advertisement, bro. Do you still have the car? Unfortunately, due to some wiring errors, work done by a completely different shop, it burned. Okay, it had nothing to do with them. How did you get selected? It was a casting call at GAS. There were over 200 cars in the parking lot auditioning. I was requested to go to the final audition with 15 other people. There I made a video of the car, and from there they sent it to the producers. A week later they called me back to start shooting. I was in a competition with 15 other contestants. My bad. Let me drink some of the water. My bad. So listen, I know a lot of y'all probably yawn with me. That's how we connected. But anyway, so whoever made the best video would be the one getting their car pimped. In reality, it wasn't true. All of the contestants got their rides pimped anyways. Let's keep going.
That it actually took over 5 months for the show's mechanics to pimp his car. The show, meanwhile, made it seem like Justin's car was in the shop for only a few days. After all those months, it turned out that all the pimping was all, as Justin put it, Mickey Moused cosmetics. The shop didn't touch any mechanical issues whatsoever, focusing entirely on making the car look good. In addition, Justin dropped the bombshell that, during the 5 to 7 months a car was getting pimped, contestants were on their own. They had to provide and pay for their own alternative transportation, and since most people don't own 2 cars, that often meant rentals. Problem was, since many contestants were under the age of 25, renting a car was oftentimes difficult. It's too bad MTV didn't think to pimp their bus fare too. Far more truth about the show came out in 2015, during a Huffington Post interview with Justin and several other contestants. For one thing, almost the entire show was staged right from the get-go. Even the audition tapes were exaggerated or outright faked. One contestant, a 25-year-old woman named Brooke, was instructed by producers to say she was 22. Apparently, 25 is ancient in MTV years. They also wanted her to say she was a movie buff even though she wasn't, since they had a cinema-themed car in mind and wanted an excuse to make it.
All right, we need an excuse to make this type of vehicle. This is the kind of vehicle we want today. But I'm looking more, it does not matter what you want. Okay? This is what we want. All right? So, do what we told you to do or you're not getting your ride pimp. You know what I mean?
Brooke also said the scene where Exhibit surprised her at her home was faked. For one thing, she had already been cast on the show and knew full well he was coming. For another, it wasn't her house. Other contestants said they had the same experience. MTV would rent out houses that fit their TV vision, place the contestants inside.
Yo, you had to go to an Airbnb. This is dirty MTV. Yo. Somebody needs to recreate this show and do it a lot better, man. Bring it back. Hashtag bring it back. I'll host it if y'all want to. I'll host it. Bring it back.
And tell them to enter the door when Exhibit came and act like it was the biggest shock of their lives. The show also attempted to create storylines for the contestants. A contestant named Seth told HuffPo that MTV made his episode all about his size. Because he was a bigger guy, the show threw candy all over his car and pushed him to say he did that because he wants to be able to enjoy a sugary snack at all times. Naturally, his pimped ride came complete with a cotton candy machine, and the show filmed him chowing down.
You know he ain't want that. And why would you do that to somebody, man? Now he's always going to be looked at, this guy, especially amongst the people he knows. Well, he probably if he comes from a small town, then you know that's going to be forever the story. Oh, he was going through this type of obesity problems, and MTV comes along with Pimp My Ride. Come on, bro.
In case you forgot for a second that he's not a size 2. Another contestant named Jake told producers that his grandma sometimes smoked in his car, so they threw cigarette butts all over the floor and seats to make it seem like she chain smoked there all the time. In addition, the show wanted a storyline where Jake was lonely because his car was so terrible. Problem was, he had a girlfriend in real life. MTV told him to either not mention her or dump her outright. Hopefully, he chose the former. The great Jake fabrication continued as MTV decided his car simply wasn't crappy enough for TV, so they used aircraft paint remover to make it look like his bumper.
Ruining my childhood right now. Y'all went. So you mean to tell me? And this is hey. We haven't got any word from MTV, so we don't know if this is true, but they making MTV look real bad right now. So you mean to tell me if the car didn't look like it been through hell enough, they would come beforehand and go through and make it look like it really, really been through hell, bro. Like, because we would be looking at, and even back then when it was going on, I would be looking at this show and be like, yo, where are they finding these cars? Who's driving these cars? You're not seeing this amount of cars on the highway every day. So come on. Even then I knew something was up.
It was falling off. We're surprised they didn't drop a piano on the car to crush the roof a tad too. Even his reaction to his pimped out car was faked. MTV wanted their contestants to go wild with excitement, and apparently Jake didn't do that. So as he told HuffPo, a guy named Big Dane, who was in fact very big, gave him a 10-minute talking to that involved the encouraging statement, "We put a lot of work into this, we expect you to be a little more fucking enthusiastic." That sounds less like a helpful directorial note and more like a threatening mafia shakedown. But the accessories themselves weren't faked, right? Well, kind of. All those cool toys were real, but most weren't designed to last. A lot of them either stopped working or were simply removed soon after cameras stopped rolling. Seth, for example, mentioned that the TV screens installed in his car, and in virtually every other car on the show, busted after just a few viewings.
Now they trying to, because it was, what was the name of the car? What was the name of the garage that was doing? It was West Coast Customs, right? I think I heard them say it during this video too. It was West Coast Customs. Now y'all making them look bad. Like only after a few uses, it should have came with like a 100,000-mile warranty on the TVs and different things like that. Yo, man, this is sad.
Also,
pathetic.
The shiny LED lights they installed in his seats got real hot real fast. They were so hot, in fact, he could never really use them. He also got DeLorean-style raising doors installed on his car, but the rear doors had to be removed before he actually drove the thing. The door's raising rod simply didn't allow room for seatbelts.
I saw that a little bit. Go back, watch this, y'all. It don't even look like it allowed for somebody to sit down.
LED lights they installed in his seats got real hot real fast. They were so hot, in fact, he could never really use them. He also got
Look at that. These bars are actually on the seat. So if somebody wants to sit, it's only one person. They have to sit directly in the middle of this back seat. Yo, MTV, they making y'all look bad, bro. This is insane. And we were so blinded by all of the flashy rims and the different tricks and TVs, video games. I think I might have seen somebody put in an aquarium in one of them. Like, we were so captivated by all of the moving parts and flashiness and extraordinary things they did to these vehicles that we never really paid attention to, like, the functionality of the vehicle. How would people sit? Seatbelts was allowed. You know what I mean? Anything going wrong. Dude said he had LEDs, which he showed throughout all of the seats he couldn't even use. I'm not laughing at him. I'm just saying, bro, this is crazy.
DeLorean-style raising doors installed on his car, but the rear doors had to be removed before he actually drove the thing. The door's raising rod simply didn't allow room for seatbelts. And remember that cotton candy machine? Well, the show neglected to install a dome on the machine, meaning the cotton strands would fly everywhere whenever he tried to use it. Justin, meanwhile, had both a pop-up champagne server and drive-in theatre, which was a movie screen attached to the inside of his hood, installed as part of his pimping process. Neither were meant to be permanent, and both were removed after filming.
Y'all still like that show? Just asking. Y'all still feel the same way about it?
The show's producer, Larry Hochberg, cited safety reasons for why many of the car's gimmicks were removed after filming. This was essentially confirmation that they pimped cars for the camera and not the driver, straight from the horse's mouth. The camera's first attitude also explains why they almost never touched a car's mechanical issues. Seth told HuffPo he had to buy a new engine just a month after his ride got pimped. He also said the extra pimp features weighed his car down because the show's mechanics didn't adjust the suspension to accommodate all the additional weight. It made Seth feel like he was in a boat and his car would bottom out every time he hit a bump. Jake, meanwhile, needed a new muffler, but the mechanics did nothing. Instead, they installed a fake exhaust pipe simply to make the car sound and look cooler. Since the car itself didn't run any better, Jake wound up selling it a month after Exhibit and his team did their thing. That all said, while the show was fabricated at best, fake at worst, it apparently wasn't all that bad to be on it. Many contestants have fond memories of their time with the Pimp My Ride team, and many who had to sell or junk their rides still miss their flashy wheels.
Now, that's at least somewhat refreshing to hear that not everybody had bad experiences, but the way this video was setting it, like everybody who came through there had a bad experience.
One contestant even claimed the show helped him come out of his shell. "I was really shy," he said, "but being on the show gave me some confidence and it made me the person I am today. I'm the most outgoing person you've ever met." Fake premise or not, helping someone become a better person is a positive mark on Pimp My Ride's reputation.
So, the question we're all asking ourselves now is, what else? What else? What else that we used to watch or admire or love or, you know what I mean, be obsessed with show-wise was truly fake like that? Huh? What else could it have been? This is insane, bro. Like, based upon this video, 75% of that stuff was fake, was staged, was for the cameras. Maybe a mere 25% wasn't. That's not cool, bro. That is not cool. I know I'm not the only one. We were dying to get a clunker so we could have it pimped. And to this day, I think me and my son not too long ago watched some videos with West Coast Customs that's on Netflix. And they're still thriving to this day. So, you know, they got a huge boost from MTV and Pimp My Ride. So I hope they ain't still practicing them same practices today, though. You know what I mean? We gonna put this dope speaker system in your car, all these TVs, champagne glasses that pop up out the dash, TVs in the headrest. And as soon as we yell action, you're gonna love it. But when we yell cut, we taking it all the way back. You know what I mean? Y'all get at me in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all thought of this video. Did it ruin it for you? Drop a comment in the comment section, man. Till the next reaction, my peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.